It's finally time. Tezzeret is here, and this card is very powerful. Okay, welcome back, vintage gamers, to what is definitely the first take of this opening. This is going to be the very first video on my channel with Tezzeret Cruel Captain, and it will likely not be the last. Tezzeret Cruel Captain already looks quite powerful in vintage, and I did a whole video even before Tezzeret was released. It'll be linked somewhere up here. Tezzeret, for those you don't know, 3-mana planeswalker. It can untap monoliths and time vaults and mana producers. It can search for anything 0 or 1, and not like the Urza Saga. You can get like a portable hole with this. And then it also has an ultimate that makes artifacts bigger creatures that attack. What we're going to do today is a little off the beaten path. We are not going to play the safe and easy route of playing Jewel or Prison Shops or Raker Shops or Mono White or normal Tinker. Instead, what we're going to do here is play Displacer Kitten. So I actually have reasonably high expectations for this deck. I think it will be totally playable. But Displacer Kitten is a card that has seen play in Vintage before. Frequently, there was a Moxen Teferi infinite mana loop, infinite draw loop. It was also played in some of the initial iterations of Jewel, where you just every spell you flicker your Jewel and you get 3 cards. And here it's going to go infinite with our Tezzeret. So with Displacer Kitten and Tezzeret, you can have like the Displacer Kitten play first. You cast the Tezzeret, you tutor up a 0, you play a 0. When you play your 0, you flicker your Tezzeret, and then you get a 0, and you flicker your Tezzeret, and you get all of your 0s and all of your 1s out of your deck. Then you have your Su Sensei Stomps, which is very normal for a PO shell anyways. And with those Su Sensei Stomps, you can make infinite mana with top drawing top and flickering a Soul Ring or a Mana Vault or a Mana Crypt. That's going to make infinite mana. And then you can actually make infinite draws by drawing with the top and then casting the top to then flicker your Tezzeret and search for the top, and then you use your 2 tops and your Tezzerets and you flicker them and you draw through your deck. And then you don't even need to draw through your whole deck. It's not going to take very long because all you need to do is find a time vault. Once you find a time vault, you're taking infinite turns with Tezzeret. So no problem there. Safe and easy. Definitely not the first time I recorded this this section. I also found that Thundertrap Trainer goes really well with this Displacer Kitten. Simply casting Trainer and hitting some 0 drops means you can get a bunch of Trainer activations, get a bunch of your artifacts out of your deck, and then maybe your last one hits a PO and you cast your PO. I actually won a game earlier today with just that. So yeah, we're going to play Tezzeret inside of a Displacer Kitten, Paradoxical Outcome, Tinker Shell. We're going back to the classic roots of the Justin channel. Tinker in every deck. Is there anything else super interesting? You do want to have this nice, diverse tutor base, because when you get to play against Dredge, you get to make them very sad, because your Tezzerets represent Tormod Scripts and Soul Guide Lanterns and Needles. We also got some Tinker targets inside of Sphinx of the Steel Wind and Portal to Phyrexia. We got some Mono White removal spells, Dismember, Virtue's Ruin, Fatal Push, and then I got a whole heck of a lot of anti-Jewel and Jewel-adjacent deck cards. Everyone and their mom are playing Tezzerets right now. So I've got some Consigned to Memories, even though I typically like to play Steel Sabotage to bounce Null Rods. We're going with Consigned to Memory today. This is definitely not going to be your best build of Tezzeret. It's likely you want to be like an Esper deck, so you can get Portable Hole with Tezzeret. But here we are just going to simply play blue-black and be as consistent as possible. I have found that you can play through Portable Null Rod pretty easily with this deck, with your trainers and your kittens and stuff. So I don't think it's a big deal. But I do think the optimal version of a blue Tezzeret deck probably has Portable Hole. It will be interesting to see if what the optimal version of Tezzeret is. Is it just going to buff up Prison Shops, Raker Shops, and Jewel Shops? Will there be a strong blue version? We're yet to see. But first, let me take you on this league with Displacer Kitten. I'll be a special guest at the Steel City Spectacular, August 14th through 17th in Pittsburgh. This CEDH main event will also feature a Legacy battle for duels and a Vintage battle for a Black Lotus. 15 proxy vintage with a Black Lotus as the main prize. I hope to see you at these amazing Eternal Magic the Gathering events. Let's battle. Okay, here we go. Round 1 on the play. My opponent does have a Lurrus, it looks like. They didn't get the memo. They probably haven't acquired some Tezzerets yet. This hand is sick. Does this hand win? So if I play a Black Lotus and play a Monolith, it's 3. It doesn't win, but it is pretty redundant. Not redundant. It's like very risky, but it doesn't win. But we do get to like play Lotus, play Monolith, play Tezzeret, and with Tezzeret on the stack, cast Ancestral. Because there's no way we can do Tezzeret, Displacer Kitten on in the same turn here, and have another thing to play to trigger the Kitten. Right? Because if we were to go Monolith off of Lotus, play our Tezzeret, untap our Monolith, play our Kitten, we don't have a 0 to play after to go infinite right away. So let's start with Black Lotus. If this gets negated, we lose. It didn't. And then I think I still want to just go Monolith, Tezzeret, and see if that gets a force. And if it does, we can just respond with an Ancestral. It doesn't get forced. So now what do I want to do? I could untap Monolith, play Displacer Kitten, and then next turn, Tezzeret minus, get a 0, and go infinite. But that would mean my Kitten resolves, and I don't get it removed. So I think we just would rather cast Ancestral. Okay, we win the game? We win the game. All right, cool. So I will play a Sapphire. I will untap my Monolith. I will play Displacer Kitten, and I will go and win the game. Sick. All right, cool. I will flicker my Tezzeret. I will minus. I will get a Mana Crypt. I will cast a Mana Crypt. I will save target. And I guess it's probably not going to work because he's a different target every time. Great. Okay, so there will be a large amount of flicking. Just a turn 1. Just a quick and easy turn 1 Displacer Kitten Tezzeret kill. I'm just going to go through it in order, and then I'll do the winning, hopefully. Oh, you love it when a plan comes together. I probably shouldn't use black, but it's okay. I mean, it might be a long stream if I have to click through it. All right, so I got all my zeros out of my deck. I guess I'll just cast PO, but there's no reason really not to cast PO, right? I mean, maybe that'll get my opponent to concede. So yeah, so I can make infinite mana here by drawing with my 2 tops and flickering my Mana Crypt every time. That will make me infinite mana. And then what I can do is I can draw with my top, cast my top, flickering my Tezzeret, use my Tezzeret to go grab the top that's in my library after drawing, and then do the same thing over and over. Draw with my top, cast my top, flicker my Tezzeret, and I can draw through my whole deck. Eventually, I can find a Time Vault and just take infinite turns. I mean, I could also ultimate my Tezzeret by, like, flickering my tops a bunch of times after getting a bunch of mana. Like, every time my mana crypt or my divining top comes in, my Tezzeret gets +1. So, all right. So Lurrus is my opponent. We don't know if they're control or combo Lurrus, which doesn't help us figure out if we should take out Basic Island or not. We don't know if we want to bring in Push. So we could just run it back. We could probably take out Vamp and just bring in... I mean, there's nothing to bring in. None of these cards are good against... These cards... I mean, these cards are good against combo, and these cards are maybe good against Frog. I'll just run it back. Oh, I think Lantern is not very good. I don't really like playing Lantern against Lurrus. That's, like, not why Lurrus is good. If that makes sense. But it probably doesn't make sense. All right, so we got a nice turn 1 win. Now we got a much fairer hand. I can't imagine putting it back, though. So, not against Lurrus. Underground Sea, Vexing Bauble. All right, well, our hand plays pretty well into Vexing Bauble, so that's a plus. Oh, it's Collector Oof Lurrus. That is a problem. That's a huge problem. So we're definitely going to want... Well, there's nothing to do with this Ancestral, so I might as well... Like, if I draw cards, so I might as well just cast Grim Monolith here. We do technically have a Vault Key kill if we don't get Wastelanded. But my opponent is frogging it up, so if we get Collector Roof, it's really bad. I think we're very unlikely to win this game, seeing as we don't have sideboard cards in, and my opponent led with Vexing Bauble, Collector Roof, and Needle. Okay. That's a lot. Okay. All right. I mean, the game is not over. That's for sure. Everything is resolving. What are our best cards? We don't have a chain in our deck, which is unfortunate. I don't think we actually have a single way to remove a Collector Roof in the main. We have a Sink into Stupor. It's pretty far away. We can't tinker a Citadel and cast things because of Bauble. We can't make constructs because they needled us. All right, let's start by casting Ancestral and see where it goes. Can't do much else. I'm gonna leave the Black Source open though. Okay. If our Tellurian Academy dies, we are in trouble. Is there any one thing that we can DT for that will get us? I mean, Sync on Oof is what we want to see. But if we want to do that, we probably need to take infinite turns, right? Actually, we could have a very legitimate PO next turn if we can sync this. I mean, I think what we need to do is pray we don't get wastelanded and put our artifacts into play. I guess there's theoretically a world where we could Yogwill back at Academy, but probably not because our Saga will be floating away. Discarding Loam, discarding Sapphire. Okay. Are they going to dredge Loam to try to find a wasteland? That would be pretty reasonable, I think. They're going to cast Brainstorm. And then they're going to dredge Loam. I still don't... No, they didn't dredge Loam. They just upkeep Brainstormed. Okay. They just found a wasteland, so they didn't dredge Loam. Okay, all right, okay. I think that means we lose. Because I'm never going to get the 3 mana to cast Yogwill. They just discarded a Strip Mine and dredged the Loam. Okay. Another Wasteland Gaming game decided by Waste. Oh, it doesn't change anything. I think we're just dead, right? If I had a chain, I think we'd be in actually a decent spot in my deck, but I don't have a chain. So if I just don't have enough mana, right? I needed to draw a land so that I could time walk. It's just never going to be enough. Just like never, I'm gonna get wastelanded in too many times. There's nothing I can minus. I don't have any mana. Okay. I'm a little too fragile here. I think if it was like one of the two things, maybe we would be fine. But then it was a wasteland and a loam and a oof and a thing and a needle. It was like too many hate pieces all at once. So I will bring in a Sphinx. And I will bring in push, and dismember. And probably portal as well. I probably should have a bounce spell, another bounce spell other than sync, one that costs less mana. I'm gonna get rid of both of my opals. I'm going to get rid of Vampiric Tutor. And I'm going to get rid of Karn. Yeah. All right. So now I got some different options here. We're back on the play. I expect my opponent to have like 6, 7, 8 forces plus oofs and stuff like that. So it's gonna be tough. That is a great looking hand. Not a great looking hand, I guess. I guess it's an okay looking hand. I'm definitely keeping it. I do wish I had a couple other things, but this is totally acceptable. Let's start with Time Walk, see if we can't hit another land drop. And then we have some trainers. We drew a Force, which is not a bad one. This could hit Sync as a land drop or just Moxen. There's a Push, an Emerald, a Pearl, and a Pio. We need to take a Mox here, even though a Push is really nice. Could get Wastelanded. So let's just take a Pearl. Get that in play. If we can like get to a point where maybe we Yogwill back a Fetch and a Time Walk, it'd be pretty good. Moxed, but no turn 1 oof here. Demonic Tutor. So they might have Bowmaster. We could just Demonic for Tolarian and then Time Walk into Yogwill. I guess we could get Spell Pierce or Flusterstormed off of that. It's probably fine. I guess I don't have to go... I mean, Tolarian is like pretty nice here though, right? Is there a better option on this Demonic? I guess it could be Saga. Like kind of force the issue. It's probably okay as a Saga here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I guess it's kind of bad if my opponent has a Vigor. Looks like I'm getting Vigored. I guess that means I'm probably losing because I have to force it. It's kind of bad for me. Raksha's Bargain. Raksha's Bargain. Yeah, I guess I played into this. I could have played around this for sure. Yeah, all right. Well, I think I'm just losing then. They had Force Blue, Force Green. I guess if I hit another Moxen and I Yogwill back Saga Sapphire, it's pretty good. But if I get denied on my mana here at all, it's pretty doomed. They have no follow-up mana. Okay. Maybe I can train her into a Lotus. Emerald Tinker. I think I just have to take Emerald. I can't imagine I'm allowed to take Tinker here. They didn't have a Bowmaster last turn. Still no reason to attack, though. They drew a Jet. They can buy Lurrus. They bought Lurrus. All right. Well, they're tapped out, at least. Do I gain anything by mana crypting? I don't think I actually gain anything by mana crypting besides I get to play a Time Vault because I won't be able to play Time Demonic Tutor, but I'll be able to play Time Walk. I guess they theoretically could have Days in their deck. So I just play it. It's not the big deal, right? I guess if I get forced again, it'd be kind of bad. I wish I could Demonic Tutor here, but I can't. I don't really care if this gets dazed, do I? I think so. Now I get to attack for free. You go infinite. So you are missing something. And we get the Saga trigger, and we're holding up Force. Okay, I mean, that should be really good, right? It is kind of nice to play with these powerful Demonic Tutor Yogwill stuff again. It's been a little while since I've done that. They're not going to play Lurrus. I mean, how are they ever beating Double Construct? I guess another... I also have Time Vault Key here. That's like a ton of things. I can hold open Force by just not making a construct. 1, 2. Yeah, I can do that. So oh, I also just have a Tezzeret. Whatever. Well, I guess this is better against Vigor, right? This is better against Vigor. Because Vigor is still hitting Time Vault if I use Tezzeret. This seems like a really bad matchup, by the way, so I'm pretty happy. All right, looks like a rematch. Let's see what happens. I'm going to keep this hand. Hopefully I draw more mana. They kept a 7-card hand. That's not good. This is why I put the Grim Monolith in the deck. So... is the MTG bot up? The MTG bot is up, so that's good. What a fun chair. It's like a big trophy. Wasteland. Vexing Bobble. Played around it. I got Island and no zeros. Hopefully I just draw fetch land and we'll be fine. Well, couldn't play around it forever. My opponent has played a bunch of Vexing Bobbles against me so far. Double Wasteland. Oh, they're all in on the Vexing Bobble life. Fetch land. Come on, baby. Oh. I mean, I guess. Thinking. What if we go Monolith Karn and turn off their Vexing Bubble from going away? That seems bad. But the problem is if I play a Time Vault. Wait. I can go Grim Monolith, Tezzeret, activate my Tezzeret, Time Vault, activate my Vault Key. What the fuck? I don't even have a workshop or like anything. How is this so broken? All right, I'll play a Grim Monolith. Okay. No, I want the Grim Monolith. Wait, which way should we do it? No, double force pitching Ancestral. All right, well, that's bad for me, by the way, because they have double Wasteland here. All right, well, we got 2 forces out of our opponent's hand, so that's good. Oh my, they ripped a Tropical off the top. Loaming back Wasteland. Okay, all right. Mox, Lotus, Mana Crypt. Sad. My opponent had Bobble double force. They Loman again. Oh god, they're Loman. Oh god, they're Loman. It's all about time till they find a strip mine. Come on. Justin. Game, help, please. Oh, no. I mean, we could have. How was I supposed to know we were going to play against Loam Gaming? Oh, God, they kept a card on top. It's like by far the worst possible matchup we could ever imagine. Like in theory, the worst possible matchup. Yeah, we're dead. Too little, too late. I mean, we could still draw Black Lotus and win, theoretically, but... I don't think a Lurrus matters. I think I need to be able to protect my combo if I draw a big mana thing. Come on, game. Half my deck is mana. All right, I still can win this game. I just need to draw any good cards here. That's not enough. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. Ah, so sad. We would just win. But I'm dead. If I had forced the Lurrus, would I have won? Three, it'd be 6, it'd be 7, it'd be 8, it'd be 10. I might have won if I forced the Lurrus. It's like definitely wrong to force the Lurrus because my opponent's very likely to have force. Damn, what a sad game. Brutal. Yeah, this game was won if I just simply had 2 islands in my deck. Or if I drew a Moxen at any point in the beginning of in this game. All right, well, same plan. Somehow, I don't think we're going to be able to win twice here, but we'll do our best. You can definitely play this deck with more islands. I just wanted to make it as consistent as possible first. Also, it's not very likely that you run into Force of Vigor, Life from the Lone Wasteland deck. Those are probably less than 1% of the metagame. So I've drawn my Sphinx as per usual. I have a Saga and a Ruby and a Sink and a Kitten and a Yagwell. This hand looks awful. It's already a mole. I mean, can I really mulligan this though? Like, it's really bad. It is really bad. All right, I'll mulligan it. I have found my way to another Tinker target. I don't think we're winning this game. All right, let's see what we can do. What is our best? Our best look is like a mana crypt, maybe. No, you're not allowed to look at my hand. I guess I should have done that with the Underground Sea. But now I'm representing Fatal Push, so maybe it's fine. Needle. Sure. You're going to be seeing a lot more needles in Vintage these days with this going on. Tezzeret has been named. Displacer Kitten. Well, it's not ideal, I must admit. I think if they oof, I don't force it. I don't think I'm supposed to force this. Nah, who am I kidding? Let's force it. I'll just draw Moxen and PO. A Sink. I think I would rather hold open Sink than play it. Can't really be POing for 1. This is gonna hit a Wasteland. Because all my lands make 1 mana, so maybe it's fine. Yep. Yup. All right. Well, the good news is I can still technically draw Mox and PO. The bad news is everything else. I'm being bullied by the anti-Tezzeret deck. Who would do such a thing? Who would bully me like this? Uh-huh. Is it a Bowmaster? Oh, man. That's not even fun. Things are bad. And the 1 Sangha again. Opponent is living the dream. I mean, I'm not even going to be able to PO out of this either. We're going face place. I guess I just kill one of these. What else am I doing? I can draw Tinker. This is what it's like when you play classic PO with no stock ups. Obviously, this deck wants stock up, but I figured if I had Displacer Kitten, I'd rather have trainers over stock up so that I had a bunch of flicker targets. Like, I have actively have a large amount of flicker targets now. But yeah, playing without stock up is pretty brutal. All right, here we go. Round 3 now. Obviously, we got bullied. This time we're playing against CRK, who's on Raker Shops, so we should be the one doing the bullying. This hand is obviously quite good. Can't play the Karn in the near future, but maybe this trainer will help us get to there on turn 2. We're gonna fetch Underground Sea because I know my opponent is probably on Raker. Tezzeret. I did not hit a Mox on this. I think I would rather have a Tezzeret than a Vamped Ancestral. All right, so we have a Force for CRK's best threat. We have a Tezzeret to gain us some mana. We can push towards a Karn, but I was really hoping to try to get a Karn down on turn 2 against this deck. Tezzeret. I'll just force it. Ancient Tomb. Mox. Another Tezzeret. Scrawly Crawly. Okay. Get you another PO. Guess I'm paying a bunch of life. Tezzeret. Yo, thanks Fire and Dan. Oh, there's Dan. Dan, we're gonna need you for this enchant wordle. A problem here is, what am I getting with this Tezzeret? What's in my PO my Karn board? Anything good? I mean, it's finding us mana, right? Regardless. I mean, can it be Mana Crypt? Can it be Lotus? I'd like it to be something that makes, like, extra mana with Tezzeret on the next turn. Because I theoretically will block with my Thunder Trap. I guess I don't have to block with my Thunder Trap. I could just lose the Tezzeret. I mean, it can be Soul Ring. I just can't cast Soul Ring this turn, which makes Soul Ring a bit worse. I mean, I think Mana Crypt is actually the best one, but maybe I hold the Mana Crypt. Pretty sure I'm gonna take this Mana Crypt. I just don't know if I thought maybe like I would let it go. I guess I could still let it go. It's like a little hard for me to PO with the okay, well now I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep the Tezzeret alive. I currently don't have a spell to trigger the Kitten, right? If I don't draw oh no, I can use the Tezzeret to untap the Sapphire. That will make 4 mana, play the Kitten, use the Mana Crypt, and then go infinite. I can't draw infinite because of Scrawling Crawler. Does that matter? Might matter. No, if I make infinite... Well, because I need to use infinite mana to... I need to use infinite draws to make infinite mana, but I could probably get to a portal. In which case we'll be able to go off 2 crawlers. All right. So I just need to make enough mana to Karn portal, I think. I should be able to do, right? Is this going face? I think I still just block. All right. Oh, 2 kittens. Does that change it? It means I get mana every time? All right, so I do this. I untap this. I do blue, 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 kitten. I play a Mana Crypt. I flicker my Tezzeret. Get this. search. Get a Mox. Play my Mox. My Tezzeret. So I think at some point here, I get a blue and I play a second Kitten, so I can make a bunch more mana. Where's my... Okay, I get an Opal. I get an Opal thing. Okay, so now I play out another Kitten. I use my Tezzeret, and I get a Jet. And with my Jet, I flicker a Tezzeret, and I flicker a Mana Crypt. I use this Tezzeret. I get a Ruby. I flicker my Tezzeret, and I flicker my Mana Crypt. I do this. I use my Tezzeret. I get a Pearl. I flicker my Mana Crypt. I flicker my Tezzeret. I can't cast PO right now because of the Scrawling Crawlers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Karn, and I'm going to Portal him, and then he'll concede for probably. Oh, I should have flickered the Mana Vault. It was +1 mana. I kind of just want to cast this Portal. Sounds like a lot of fun. I can flicker my Karn and flicker my Tezzeret. All right, CRK, you become my new picture for Twitter. Yes. Very nice. Oh man. Yeah. That's pretty freaking sick. All right, so we're up against Raker, which seems like a great matchup. We've got to bring in Portal. Do you bring in Sphinx here, you think? Or do you... I don't know. Is Portal always just good enough? I'm gonna bring in like all this, which I guess it feels weird. Maybe I don't bring in Sphinx. I want Karn. Don't want Island or Sink. You think he's gonna go Null Rotting? Just keys with keys is the infinite mana. 2 keys will go sorry, not keys with keys. 2 tops is going infinite. But my opponent had Scrawling Crawlers, so I couldn't draw a bunch of time. So I had to do some other things instead. But there's plenty of other things to do. So, yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know what his current build looks like. Oh, I need to bring in Needle. Maybe I don't bring in Negation. Maybe I don't bring in Negation. I want, like, a removal spell, right? I guess Hercules is a removal spell. It doesn't kill Fleshraker, though. I can probably take out Probe and Yogwill. And I want to keep in Vamp. Is Portal really the one target I want in my deck? Feels kind of bad, doesn't it? I can take out Bobble here for sure. I kind of hate this. Maybe I just don't play the non-artifact removal. Let's try this. I'm not sure. Yo, what is up, Wheeler? Welcome, Raiders. You get to witness some Tezzeret action. I just went infinite with Displacer Kitten almost. Not infinite. I guess this one wasn't infinite at all. This was just get all the Moxen out of my deck and then play a Karn and tutor a portal to Phyrexia. You know, infinite things. I'm gonna keep this one. I've got a nice needle here for Tezzeret or the One Ring or Sensei's Top. Obviously, the One Ring is the one I want to hit the most because I have Tezzerets and Sensei's Tops. But I also have a nice Force if we need it. 6-card keep from CRK. Mox. My opponent did lead last game with Lotus. 2-3 drops. But they were Scrawly Crawlers, so... Or one is a Tezzeret. The second one's a Scrawly Crawler. All right, so what do you got for us on turn 1 here? Is it a Tezzeret? Or is it a Crawler? Or is it a Flesh Raker? I will counter Tezzeret, and I will counter Flesh Raker, but I don't think I'm countering Crawler. I think this just favors me. I still think that the Scrawly Crawler thing is just, like, super good for me most of the time. I will just go with Underground Sea, Needling the One Ring. That's just the best use of this here. All right, extra land drop. Now I can force pitching a trainer on something that matters. Sure, I'll just force this thing. Don't even know if I'm supposed to be forcing these Tezzerets, to be honest with you. But can't be bad. Does he have no follow-up land? That'd be pretty interesting. Mana Crypt. Time Vault. Ah, okay. Well, forcing Tezzeret, not bad. Tolarian Academy. All right. Time Walk. I need help here. I'm not exactly in the best spot. Portal to Phyrexia. All right. So my Tezzeret's gonna die. So I might as well get the Lotus. I think I'm just gonna end up dying to this Time Vault is what I think's gonna happen here. So the Lotus is gonna give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I short? I cannot have needle block. That's not how this works. I mean, I think it's just Lotus no matter what, right? Guess this is a spot where it's not a very good draw. I definitely would have lost this game if I wasn't drawing cards with Crawler. They have another Tezzeret. All right. This is always going to race me. So that's fine. They take infinite turns with Tezzeret Time Vault. I don't know. I do think I want negations. I think negations are good now because they have Tezzerets. Like, they cut patchworks and stuff. So I actually think I kind of don't even want this portal. I think I'd rather just have the Citadel and just try to tinker and win. Maybe I don't want negations on the play, though. I think on the draw, I was supposed to have negations there. It was kind of bad. Because I just want to tinker a Citadel, right? Like, I'm doing the powerful thing, the broken thing. Yeah. I'll keep the trap, though. That makes sense. I think it makes sense. I don't think Bobble is good, no. Misstep is very good here. My opponent typically wins with Sensei stops. I think I got baited into not putting my negations in. It's okay. Okay, this is fine. I do think my opponent got a little lucky there, but it happens. Hmm. I don't really want to name Tezzeret. I mean, I guess I could just cast Trainer and see what happens. It's like a lot higher upside play. Can't kick Trainer, though. Ah, so I have Volt Key, but I can't win on turn 1. I mean, I guess I do it, right? Oh, am I getting trapped? I think I'm getting trapped. All right, there's no reason for me to get trapped. I mean, they could have trapped this Lotus, but they saw me take Time Vault. All right, I'll just wait. I'll just wait till next turn. I could die here. I don't have a blue card for force. But like the likelihood that I get turn 1 killed by Raker is how high? Probably not the highest. Guess we'll find out. I don't know. This trainer was pretty aggressive, right? I didn't have to make the play that I did. I just felt like it was a good... Jeez, okay. That's a lot of mana. Watch him, like, turn 1 Karn me after I... Like, Tezzeret, make 4 mana with this thing, play a Karn. What is this? The One Ring. Oh, okay. I don't care about that. All right, so now we just win. It's going to take a while, probably, but... that's a lot of draws. Didn't even draw my blue card. He's off it. All right. That was a bit of a shaky match, but I assume that will be very favored as you're the blue deck and your opponent is not. All right, on to round 4. I've got a Force of Will hand, so I guess I will keep. The thing so far that I'm worried about with my deck is the mana situation. I think this deck might need an Ancient Tombs. Maybe it wants to be like more islands and Ancient Tombs, but like Demonic and Vamp are so strong, and so is Yogg-Will. So it's hard to do that. I don't know. That's the number one thing I'm looking at so far is I don't know if we have enough mana to cast the spells we're trying to cast. Like I put in a Grim Monolith to help. Maybe we want more, but it's tough because like the more of these cards you add, the less blue cards are in your deck. You have to make sure you have enough blue cards for force. It's really tough. My opponent is on a mold of 5 right now. I need a beer. Mana drain. Mana drain is not doing what you want to do for mana. You're like dead before Mana Drain ever resolves, if you can ever cast it. Mana Drain's like harder. Mana Drain is actually harder to cast than Tezzeret. That's not even a close one. All right, we've got a Pearl, a C, could be a Tinker deck. Zorin Orb. Is this like a Tezzeret Fastbond deck? Yeah, I mean, I think it's Grim Monolith. I agree, but it's hard to play Grim Monolith in these decks and still hold up your blue count. I'm kind of worried about getting Wastelanded, so I'm gonna go with a fetch land here. I don't have the ability to Tinker, which is what I would normally want to vamp for in this spot. So I guess what we'll do is we will vamp for an Ancestral Recall. I mean, it should just be Ancestral Recall. I don't think I'm worried about getting I guess I should just be worried about getting days. Like, I don't care about putting a freaking Sensei's Top into play, clearly. All right. Well, we'll definitely let that resolve first. It's funny that you say that, because it's like a jokey meme thing, right? But I actually pointed out in my Tezzeret video that you can untap Deathrite Shaman. I don't think that's like a good play, and I don't think there'll be very many decks that do that and are good, but it's a thing you can do. What is my opponent vamp for here? It's got to be an Ancestral, right? I'm probably still supposed to upkeep my own Ancestral. Oh, if they had a land. Wait, they went for a land, right? They must have just vamped for a land, and they're gonna play stock up. Oh, this feels like a pretty reasonable just counter the stock up, pitching a Kitten. Oh, I guess I can't hold open. I wanted to hold open Sync, but my Sewers isn't gonna let me. Oh, I guess that works too. Sure. I don't want to draw it. I could spin it away, or I could just put it in my yard. I don't think I need this card. Just put it in my yard. I think I would rather get a top in play and have a spin. All right. They do have Fastbond. Is there any way I can die if I let this Fastbond resolve? Like, I don't really want to counter this Fastbond. I'm just letting this resolve. Doesn't seem like it would do anything right now unless they have another spell that does something, right? I want to just Yogg-Will back my land and my Ancestral. Ooh, these cards are like... Oh, wait, does this win if I play... Yeah, I think this wins, right? Oh. Oh, I can't undo? Doesn't matter. All right, so if I play my Time Vault, then I can just play Sync. I mean, they can't have a Force, right? So I still think it probably just wins. No, there's no reason to, because that's not how this game is going to go, Lobster. But in general, yes, you have to do that. So my opponent would have to have last card, a piece of counter magic here for this to be good for them. That's fine. Yeah, I didn't play that correctly, obviously. But my opponent's kind of just flopped on themselves and die. It's like, okay, if this gets countered or like something bad happens anyways, because I still have Yogg-Will. Obviously, it would have been better if my top there spun into a blue card or had the ability to have a land. I guess they can't really have a land because I needed to get the Tezzeret. Either way, I don't know what my opponent's doing. My opponent has a Fastbond and a Zorin Orb and blue stock ups. So some kind of blue-based combo. I assume I want negations for Fastbond, but I'm not sure. And then I guess I'll bring in Needle and Lantern, but I don't know if those are good. I kind of feel like my opponent would have a Wasteland. I mean, they could just be Crab Shack. If they're Crab Shack... Does Crab Shack play a Zorin Orb, though? Crab Shack does not play a Zorin Orb. I kind of maybe just bring in the negations. Just take out this bauble and maybe this Karn. I think Karn lets me have some stiff. I'll take out one opal and one bauble. Let's see how that goes. We've done a pretty good amount of Tezzeretting so far. I can't imagine putting this back, so I will keep the no lander. I've got a force probe, so there is a wasteland. That was not a land or a mox. So fuck. All right, so they have Crucible, Yogwill, Claim, Force. I will just get rid of my top, I guess. I still think I'm supposed to keep this hand. They drew a land off the top, so now they can play Crucible if they want to. They're not going to. They want to hold up and claim, I guess. That makes sense. I drew another Tezzeret. Not ideal. I guess they also can maybe do a, yeah, hedge maze. It's pretty good. They bin Demonic Tutor because they have no black source. I guess I have to pitch Tezzeret. No, I could just pitch the key. I should be able to resolve a Tezzeret, though. But then they just claim this. I think I can get rid of a Tezzeret. They drew an emerald. Doesn't change anything. They are going to play Crucible, which I'm going to negate. If they want to force back, I'll probably force back just because this is a nice clean break, but I drew another force. I was hoping I would force earlier there so I wouldn't have to discard any cards, but they don't seem to matter very much, so. My opponent probably thinks I'm like playing around this wasteland, but I simply just have no mana. I guess I wouldn't be playing around the base. Oh, they drew stock up. That's really bad for me. I can't imagine that's going to be good for me. Yeah. No lands, just spells, it looks like. All right, drew Island. That's very good. Let's get a Soul Ring, and we'll get a key. I guess this key is worse than a Tezzeret, huh? Because I can't actually make a play with this. Okay, so I should have kept the second Tezzeret, not the key. That's my fault. I kind of thought I would maybe be able to play everything out, but I that's not the case. And they have backup. Yeah, okay, this was really bad. I mean, it doesn't matter much. Because maybe I can't cast the second Tezzeret anyways. I'm just like too far behind right now. Upkeep Ancestral? Wow. Alright, yeah, that's game. I do need to play this out though to figure out what my opponent is doing. I don't even know if playing this is like good. It exposes me to another claim. I guess I could have held my Soul Ring and I just played my key and tried to bait a claim. That's probably would have been better. That way if I drew another thing... Okay, I just die. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, so it's like a big blue Fastbond deck. I like the way we're currently configured for it. Except I want this Vexing Bubble back in for sure on the play here. I might not want this Vamp, though. All right, let's try that. So quite odd, because I don't know what's going on the other side. This hand does not make blue mana. I think this hand's like noticeably worse than the hand I kept on the draw. So we'll mulligan this one. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'm like really concerned about for this deck. Like this is the spot where you want an Ancient Tomb or something. Get rid of one of my forces. You haven't even seen the spice yet, says my opponent. Well, I wasn't beating your Karn, so... I've seen Zoran Orb and Fastbond, so I don't know how much spice they can have. Great. That's a problem. 7-card Lotus Keep. I don't think we're winning this. Saga. Needle. I have to fetch. New green dude. Oh, the 4-mana green dude. That's a really good draw. I assume they're gonna name Tezzeret here. Yeah. Everyone is needling my Tezzerets. This is day one. I'm already being needled. The metagame has already adapted, and we haven't even played any matches yet. I don't think I'm gonna force this. Kind of want my blue cards. Wish I could play my Tezzeret, but it's not very good. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is play the trainer because it's gonna just give me more options right now. Maybe I'll hit an ancestral. I hit Black Lotus, Demonic Sync Yogwill. Black Lotus is super interesting because Black Lotus, I can hold it. If I draw a blue card, I can play Kitten and then Lotus and then flicker my trainer. And then maybe I can do a bunch of trainers into a bunch of Moxen. But Sync immediately gives me another blue card to pitch to force to hold my Kitten, but then I don't have a guarantee to flicker. I do have floating mana, so I could just DT. I think it's like the least risky line, probably. It's kind of sad because there were some interesting options there. And then this, I assume, is always getting Ancestral, but it could theoretically get Tinker. I might just want to all in for Tinker because I have a force backup. I do like lose the game on the spot. I think Tinker's better. I think so. Make the play. They did keep 7 cards and stocked up, but at least they like used a card on Needle. I don't know. Yeah, we're back to tinkering. Academy is a Karn. The One Ring. The One Ring is fine. The One Ring can absolutely resolve. That card does not matter very much. Protection. Does that stop Citadel? Double Citadel? I don't think so. All right, I will cast Tinker on my Mana Crypts. I will get a Bolus of Citadel. We're back, baby! Citadel, I think, is each opponent. Ooh, Sync on the Needle? These are some big costers. Ah, my Lotus is right after my Yogwill. I mean, this has got to be lethal here. I think I can keep playing off the top. All right. I mean, I think this just wins. I should. Kind of want to play another blue card first. Oh, I got mental misstepped. I was trying to get force backup for my Kitten in case they had like something that would counter Kitten. That was my logic. It's all gonna win anyways, but like if they like boarded in Mind Break Trap, right? I don't care about this top. All right, so now I can just play Displacer Kitten and we win. Oh, I don't have anything to bounce yet though, but that's okay. I guess because I used the Yogwell, I can't, I mean, I can take infinite turns or whatever. I don't know. I'm just going to take a bunch of actions and hope my opponent concedes. All right. I will flicker. Oh, I should have played a thing in there instead. I'll just flicker this Tez so I have another. I can like ultimate him or something. And then I will play a kicked trainer. I guess there's no reason to kick it. Karn. Tezzeret. So, I don't know. I will play this and flicker this. Let's just tinker away this crypt. Let's make a time vault. So I'll untap this time vault. Let's play a Karn. Minus my Karn. Oh, I don't have a lattice, do I? I don't have a lattice. I mean, everything is turned off. I kind of messed this up because I wasn't thinking, but that's okay. I just flickered that for fun. I don't know why. Let's take some extra turns here. I don't know, man. I'm just taking game actions at the moment. Flicker this thing, I guess. My opponent currently has protection, which is not actually anything that matters, but I guess we will go to one of my next turns here. Oh, I could activate twice, right? How many tokens do I have? Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, you're right. I will take an extra turn. How many things do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we need to go get some more things. Let's go minus my Karn. Get a Tormod's Crypt. Play a top. Flicker my Karn. I needed a little reset of my minus my top. Get a Soul Guide Lantern. Play this. Flicker my thing. Minus. Get a Sphinx, I guess. Let's ulti Tezzeret for fun. Let's play this. Where is my guy? He's over here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. That's fine then. So I will I will activate. All right, I'll go to the next turn. I will stand this up for fun. And then I will activate. Okay, that is certainly a way we can do things. So I didn't have to do a bunch of this stuff. But I guess it's fine. Man. It's because I cast a really early Yogwill off my Citadel that I might not have had to do. But either way, like I have enough permanents here where I can make 20 things. Like I can go through my deck and find all my Thundertrap trainers and make a bunch of tokens, and I can make 20 permanents. It's not a problem. So we got there. I can't believe we're here in round 5 and Red Hot Phil is on Lurrus. What does that even mean? Why isn't he playing Jewel with Tezzeret? What is this? What kind of Lurrus start is this? This is the classic. This is the classic Red Hot Phil. Comes into my Wednesday night stream with his broken hands, kicking my butt. I think I have like a 20% lifetime win rate against Phil in leagues. I mean, PO win the game? What are we talking about here? What are we thinking? Demonic Tutor Ancestral. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, even better. Demonic Tutor Hermit Druid. Great. That is notably bad for me. I needed to draw something good there. I guess I can Demonic for Lotus and bounce it. Can I win the game? I can Demonic for Lotus and Captain, but I can't make the extra 2 mana after. Because Force won't do it. They should have Cabal therapies. So if I get Lotus, it buys myself a turn. But what can I hit? I can hit Ancestral Time Walk things. We have a Tormod script. It's just in our sideboard. This is game 1. We have a Vexing Bauble, but we don't have mana to cast it. I think it's just Lotus Sync to buy a turn. Our Tezzeret is so close. Like we could definitely get like Lotus, Tezzeret, Mana Crypt, Time Vault, but then we just can't activate it again. Yeah, opponent's gonna mill through their whole deck and kill us for sure. I think we just need to take a Lotus and hope next turn goes well. This like at least gets us a turn. All right, that's all I can think of. So I needed to draw like Force then if I wanted to make this play. Main deck Needle would not have done it. Yeah, I mean, basically nothing would have really done it here. Now a Yoggle doesn't get me. I mean, it has to be Ancestral, right? Like, do I even have another draw that can get me there? I don't think I can. Yeah. Yeah, Tinker doesn't do it. I mean, if they draw Dredger turn, they should be able to therapy it out. Yeah, they have 2 therapies and a Dread Return. There's also a Memories Journey. So we might have even still died through a Bobble. A Fatal Alchemist? Is he going to board into Nadu? Well, I mean, the one play that we made was a Force line that we did find in terms of sinking. But I think the only thing that would have helped us is if we had drawn Ancestraled into some kind of like time walk line that gets us to infinite turns. DT for recall could not have been an option because I was dead. If I don't DT for Lotus, I lose on the spot 100% of the time. Oh, recall them after they mill. They have a memories journey. And also we don't have mana. So I don't think so. All right, I'm going to bring in Fatal Push and Dismember and Soul Guide, Lantern, and Needle. And I mean, this feels like overdoing it. This feels like my opponent will board into Nadu and I'll be sad. Bobbling would have only given us a turn, right? Because they had Memories Journey in their deck. To be fair, they might not have always had, like, 100% have Memories Journey, right? I kind of think this Tormod Crypts and Soul Guides are kind of bad. I almost don't even want to bring them in. Actually, my opponent, I think they had a green source after the first one. Karn looks pretty bad. Yoggle is pretty bad. I mean, maybe I might play one. I think I don't want to play two. I think I might just play one Tormod Crypt that I can search as 0. I think my opponent might bring in Force of Vigor, so maybe I'll take out Opal. They could bring in Oof as well. So, but they can't bring in Wasteland, but I still want Sync. I probably still want Citadel. Kind of maybe let's see, maybe Vamp. Not sure. We versed quite the collection of decks tonight. We played against like a Fastbond thing and Lurrus Oof twice, Lurrus Hermit Druid, and Raker Shops. This is a Force and a Bauble. I mean, it's a keep. I'm kind of hoping they force my Bauble. That's my plan, I think. Because I'm not going to be able to crack this Bauble anytime in the near future. That's unfortunate. I just don't think I'm going to play the Bauble if I don't play it now either though, so. This means that they can never play a turn 1 Hermit Druid anyways, because there's a Bauble out, so. So maybe I can crack it on the 3rd turn of the game. Thoughtseize? Oh, Deathrite Shaman. That's super good here. It's actually really good here. They did board into Nadu, by the way. They boarded out of Lurrus. So probably makes my Tormod Crypt completely useless. Time Walk, Ruby, Crypt. This Vexing Bauble is so bad, as it always is. Just making my game plan worse. Take this Ruby. We're gonna just have to crack the Bauble to play the game. My opponent's gonna play an uncounterable Nadu here because I played Vexing Bauble. It was my fault. I shouldn't have played Vexing Bauble. I should have just let it sit in my hand and do nothing. It's my fault. Yeah. I'm really stupid. I should not have played Vexing Bauble. Huh. That is certainly a way I can win the game. I just need to get to the mana, right? Fuck. All right, well, I have to somehow live through this turn and then resolve Tinker. Yep. I don't have 3 mana. I can't cast a Tinker. Yeah. We did beat Raker Shops, yes. I guess so. I mean, it's Raker Shops. It's basically free if you play blue. It's not mono white free. It's not mono white free. I like Raker Shops a lot more than I like mono white. I can't imagine we don't die, right? There's just like so little chance we don't just lose. If I hadn't played Bobble, would I be in a better spot in this game though? Like would it have drastically changed the game? I would have probably played the Bobble off the Ruby. Yeah, it would have changed the game, right? Because I would have gone Trainer into Mox, then I would have gone Mox Bobble. Then I would have untapped and I would have tinkered. Protected. Oh, I don't care about Frog. That can resolve. That card does not matter to me. Last Deathrite mana on my side. Blue Oko. So if they Oko my Ruby, I have to draw another artifact. So I mean, I should just force it. And then try to draw a blue card for Tinker. But there's not that many blue cards in my deck, so it's tough. All right, blue card for Tinker. I can also bait with Tezzeret because I still have Lotus in my deck. I drew a blue card for Tinker. Is there any reason not to just slam? I feel like I should. I think I want to have Lotus in my deck. So I don't think I want to Tezzeret and minus for a Lotus. Because I cut the Yogwell, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. So I will just slam a Tinker. 14 life to work with. Assuming it resolves, but they would have to have like 4 stays. Okay. Oh, Emerald. That is a bad one. Don't want to see sewers on top. Oh, they have Vigor, maybe? No. All right. Sewers. Push. We're definitely pushing. I guess we're just pushing this Nadu. We have Revolt from from the other thing, Cabal Therapy. All right, so I can put the land. I gotta miss on some lands here. Kitten, that's really good. That probably wins, right? I can flicker my Thunder Trap Trainer. That's gotta win. I said the reason was because I didn't want to put Lotus in my yard because I don't have Yogwill in my deck right now. I probably could PO right now as well. Maybe not. Maybe 4 life is not worth it. Probably isn't worth it. Got Ancestral though. Top. So this is just gonna be mana for Tezzeret to get all of my rocks. So this should just be Lotus. There's no reason to go. Let's see, go to 5. Yeah, I think I should just play. I don't think I need to use life. Play this, flicker this. Tensei's top. I mean, even just flickering these trainers is like completely nuts, right? All right, I think that means we got there. I have too many things to do. Sure. All right, now we get all the zeros out. Just need to find a time vault. Hey, there's a time vault. All right. All right, cool. I will take infinite turns. And infinite turns. All right, cool. I guess from here, what is the quickest way to end the game? Just attacking. Bill. Can only put counters on artifact creatures. Is this the game 3 or is this the other? What game is this, chat? Any knowers? It's game 2. Okay. Whatever, man. I don't know. I wanted to ult Tezzeret, but I forgot to, so I will just pass the turn. I have no mana crypts in play, so. All right. I'll just go to my next turn here and ulti the Tez. And I will stand up my Pearl. Get in there. Go to my next turn. Oh, it's pretty cool, huh? It's probably easier just going to another turn. Oh, it's pretty sick. It's nice and fun. Ends the game pretty quickly. It's kind of like a little Minsk and Boo. All right, so do I think my opponent is going to go back to Lurrus in game 3, or do I think they're going to stick to Nadu and Oko stuff? I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Like, one Tormod script in my deck is not a huge deal. It's just a 0-drop artifact. It doesn't really hurt. Do we think Bobble is still good? I guess it is, because it makes my opponent take another turn by using Memory's Journey if they still kept it there. It's probably still correct. We might want to be able to tinker for Portal here on the draw. I'm gonna take out this Bobble. I think it's just not very good. Tormod Crypt is the same thing for us, right? In terms of stopping that kind of combo. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's give ourselves the option of tinkering for a portal in case they have like a Nadu board. Or like creatures. I don't know. The reason I want Bobble is because Bobble can be fetched for 0. So if my opponent plays a turn 1 Hermit Druid and I play a turn 1 Tezzeret, I can still play my Bobble, but not my Lantern, right? That's my logic. Oh, they went back. Yeah, they went back to it. They have Lurrus back in now. So here, this is a perfect example where Lantern would not do what I want him to do, but the Crypt does. This hand looks great. I will keep this hand for sure. I have a lot of options with this hand. I don't exactly know what I'm doing with this hand yet, because I have so many choices, but... Jet. Turn 1 Druid. Turn 1 Therapy. Okay. You're naming Force or are you naming Tezzeret? I'm okay with you naming Tezzeret or Force, I think. There's no card in my hand that they could name that I would be unhappy about hitting. Because none of them are reasonable. That's a totally reasonable name. Totally reasonable. But the rest of my hand is still so good. Deathrite Shaman. So do I play around Daze or Mindbreak Trap if I go Demonicing? Oh, they're gonna use their thing to flash back and hit the DT and then leave me with a PO? Oh baby, that is a lot of cost. I don't think so, but it's game 3 now, so they could easily have it. But they did do a whole Nadu Oko sideboarding plan, so maybe they don't have it. Oh, they took the PO. Okay. Got him. Well, if I went like demonic into ancestral, they can daze. Oh, there's a Bayou in play, so I can't get dazed. That's what you mean. That is what you mean. I can't go Crypt PO right now. I feel like demonic is better than PO. But if that's the case, what am I even changing here? I could DT for a force and play top, maybe. It like insulates me pretty hard. No, I think my opponent can still easily have force, right? I mean, I can't go... I mean, I could go Ancestral still. I could go Dismember. Dismember's pretty good. Like, I can play... I don't have to, like, tinker and go all in, because I can play this PO game. Dismember can't be Mental Misstep, but I can still remove anything they play there. Even a frog. It's, like, a little low power, right? But I kind of like it. Well, we're not getting Ancestral because I think my opponent is representing Misstep based on their Cabal therapies. I kind of agree with not me. There's no reason you would take... There's no reason you would take PO over Demonic unless you had something to answer Demonic directly. I think that's a reasonable conclusion to draw. Like, I just don't think anyone is going to choose... Ooh, they hit Urza Saga. That's really sick here. Tezzeret. That seems great. They have Force pitching Ancestral. Holy shit. Okay. They have 1 card left in hand. I mean, at some point we'll PO and win this game, right? So they definitely didn't have Mental Misstep because they wouldn't have pitched Ancestral. Unless they still think I have Ancestral in my hand. I can take a hit, so I'll just play a top out. And I'll pass, and then at some point I'll spin and try to find action, maybe. Well, I guess they can go... Can they go Vexing Bauble? Is that a thing they can have? They can go Lurrus, Lotus stuff, right? I'm just gonna go double Construct. Oh, I guess I can go needle off of this and hit my top. I probably should have spun. They just went for Sapphire to play a top. Okay. So, am I dismembering this to save life? I should spin. Push Saga. I mean, assuming they don't have a force, I can just PO. If they do have a force, I mean, I can just kill both of these units if I wanted to. I wish I just don't have force backup, but what's the chance my opponent has another force blue card? Like 0, right? I think I just dismember this thing for 0 life loss, or for the same life loss, and then I go for a PO. And if it doesn't work, I can push later. I still have Saga of my own. Or +1 life. I don't think they have a force blue card here. I mean, they could maybe blind into it. I guess they could have had force green card. That's something they could definitely have. All right. This doesn't actually do anything. All right. But I'm not really in danger, so I can make some bigger constructs than them, and I have a push for a Hermit Druid, and I have a force, so I should be good. Deathrite shouldn't matter. Top, I don't care. I'll take the shot. Saga, more tops. I have 2, 3. I can play 1 top and still hold open everything. I don't want to use Monolith. I have a lot of life to work with here. This should just be enough. Eventually, we'll just find something that wins. A Pheto Alchemist. Don't think that matters very much. I guess they can theoretically activate Deathrite twice in a turn. Later. My construct is immediately bigger than theirs. So we can spin first. And then Tezzeret, does that win? It doesn't do anything, right? Doesn't really do anything. Maybe I should just shoot these 2 things down. I think I'd rather just have more pushes. So I get eaten, and then I needle the Deathrite Shaman. And then I probably push the Alchemist. They can't draw extra cards, but I guess let's see if we can find a PO or something first. Okay. I'll do a PO then, right? Let's see. Maybe I wait a turn. What do I gain by waiting? I get blue. Nah, let me just cast this, right? I mean, I don't get to push, but that's, who cares? Should just win. I was kind of hoping for a land. Certainly makes this worse. I'll just replay everything out. It's fine. I mean, I know Sync is a land, but like, what am I even doing off of Sync anyways? I guess I can, I mean, I can't even like play Kitten and still trigger Kitten, right? Because I won't have enough mana. So it's like not very good. I think I just play my Monolith and I play all my ones out. And I'll play Sync tapped. I could spin again. It's probably better. Flooded Strand. I mean, I just keep the Tezzeret on top because I'm going infinite next turn, right? I'll just leave my things back. So they do get to do the Alchemist stuff, but shouldn't matter. So next turn I play 4 mana, I play Kitten, 1 mana, play top, push or top, flickering my Monolith, play Tezzeret and go infinite. I still have Force backup. They're gonna draw an extra card. Shouldn't be a problem. Blue, black, Time Walk. Man, I don't know about Time Walk here. I don't really want to give them a Time Walk turn. They have top, so they'd have to have blue card force. All right, I'm just gonna, I mean, I guess I could get veiled or something, but I should have so much stuff that doesn't matter if I get countered. Maybe I should just counter this Alchemist, actually. All right, Kitten, top, flicker, Tezzeret, flicker, Tezzeret, Mox, Tezzeret, infinite. Okay, let me get all my stuff. GG's. Get all our Moxes out. Get both of our Sensei's tops. We have both of our Sensei's tops out already. Make infinite mana, draw infinite cards, and win. So we did a 4-1 with this kind of clunky nonsense deck. That's not bad. No stock ups in this deck either. Don't know if they're actually better than the POs or not here. I think Displacer Kitten actively was pretty reasonable in these matches. I don't know what you guys think in chat, but this is definitely the best Displacer Kitten has looked for me in all of the random brews we've tried in the last 7 years. I wasn't unhappy. We just had a tough matchup versus Collector Oof Lurrus deck. It's a tough deck to build because look at our blue cards. 4, 8, 11, 13, 17, 21. Very low for what I would like to be doing here. I do think that Kitten and Trainer looked good together, so I'm not unhappy with the choice I made to play the Trainers. I think what you could choose to do is you could choose to cut the POs and play stock ups instead of POs. But I do want more monoliths in the deck. But how the hell do you fit more monoliths in the deck? Like, you can't cut any blue cards. So what are you cutting? You're cutting Vamp and Demonic and Yogwill? I mean, maybe we play mono blue Ancient Tomb. Let's see what that looks like. I'm a little worried about the removal in that, but let's see what that looks like. We'll put that together. Maybe I'll play a couple more matches with it tonight because we have some time. Do we need Tinker Bolas? I think Tinker looked good today. Yeah, I think so. Tinker is certainly the best part of this deck, even if we have Tezzeret stuff going on. Yogwill stays as a splash, even in mono blue. Don't know about that. Well, we'll put this together, and if I do play any more matches right now, I will tack them on to the end of this Tezzeret video as extra credit, because I am going to be doing a lot of streaming TFT in the next few days. So I'll be streaming on Wednesday night. So this will come out on Friday. I will be streaming some TFT on Saturday and Sunday, and then I probably will do a vintage challenge with Tezzeret on Saturday as well. So lots of things are happening in Justin's world. So hopefully y'all stick around and check them out. New vintage videos on the YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See you then. Welcome to special bonus Tezzeret. We made a quick couple changes here. Took the POs out, put stock ups in. We got some Ancient Tombs and a pile of islands here. Mystical Tutor, and took out the black cards. So that's what we're trying here. A little bit more resilient, maybe a little bit better at casting things. We'll see how that works here. I've got a nice Tinker Force hand. Let's do it. I do need another blue card, but can't really be putting this one back. Too many lands, obviously. Too many lands. Dark Ritual. Doomsday? Doomsday. I'm gonna let it resolve. I think my best chance of winning this game is like Moxing Tinker. Oh, see, that's not a word I knew. My bad. I'll be more robust in my vocabulary next time. All right, my opponent made a pile. Are they going for the win right now, or are they... No. All right, well. I drew my Mox, so... Mox? I guess I get dazed. Hold on. No, I'm not going to get dazed. Okay, cool. I mean, if they have a force backup on their turn 1 thing, then they have a force backup on their turn 1 thing. What am I going to do, right? I got Mind Break Huh? Brother. I mean, I can still combo. It's got to be better to tinker than to hold open force, right? Oh, this is not... No. It's game one. It's game one.